What did the popular kid at your school do to go from cool to an absolute outcast? There was this kid named Marcus at our middle school who thought he was untouchable. Tall for his age, always had the newest Jordans, fresh haircuts every week, designer backpacks, and that cocky smile he wore like armor. He wasn't friendly. He was feared. He talked shit to everyone, teachers included. If you tried to stand up for yourself, he'd mock your clothes, your family, your lunch. He had a way of making you feel like you didn't matter. The thing is, no one had ever actually seen Marcus fight. He just acted like he could. He'd get in people's faces, puff his chest, and we all assumed he backed it up. He had the look, the walk, the following. Half the school orbited around him. The other half avoided him. Then came the day he picked the wrong target. There was a kid named Elijah who had a mild speech impediment. He was in some of the special education classes, but not all of them. He had a learning disability, sure, but he was sharp in other ways. He didn't talk much, and when he did, it took him a little longer to get the words out, that's all. Otherwise, Elijah was just a regular dude. Big, like really big for 8th grade. Played pickup football with the older kids. Nobody messed with him, mostly because he never gave anyone a reason to. Elijah kept to himself, helped teachers carry books, opened doors for people. Everyone liked him. He had that soft, calm energy, until Marcus decided to humiliate him. We were in the cafeteria when it happened. Elijah was sitting alone, eating his lunch, and Marcus walked by with his little entourage. He stopped behind Elijah and said something like, "Hey, Big Dumb can talk? Say something. Come on, say your ABCs, man." A few kids laughed, mostly the ones too scared not to. Elijah didn't say anything, just kept eating. Marcus wasn't satisfied with that. He knocked Elijah's chocolate milk over and laughed. Oops, clumsy, huh? The whole cafeteria got quiet. Not silent, but that hush where people start paying attention. Elijah stood up slowly. He was taller than Marcus by a solid few inches, broader too. He didn't yell, he didn't posture. He just said, "Don't want no trouble." Marcus grinned and said, "Then sit your dumb as it's down." That's when Elijah looked him dead in the eye and said, "Let's go outside." It was like a switch flipped. Marcus puffed up, looked around, trying to play it off like he was in control. "You serious? You want to go right now?" Elijah didn't say anything, just walked to the door. Marcus followed, and a swarm of kids trailed behind them. It was like a scene out of a movie. Everyone dropped their lunches, headed out to the backfield. I was standing maybe 15 feet away when it started. Marcus bounced around like a boxer. Elijah just stood there, fists down, eyes steady. Marcus threw the first punch and missed. Elijah didn't. He hit Marcus once in the face, then again in the chest so hard you could hear the air leave his lungs. Marcus stumbled back, swinging wildly, but it was too late. Elijah had already locked in. 2 more hits, one to the jaw, one to the ribs, and Marcus was on the ground. It should have ended there, but Marcus tried to run. Literally turned and started sprinting across the field. Elijah caught him by the back of the shirt, pulled him back, and this is the part I'll never forget. He said, "You said let's go." Then he hit him again. Marcus's nose was bleeding, his shirt was torn, and one of his sneakers flew off and landed near the bleachers. A couple teachers finally got out there, pulled Elijah off, and dragged Marcus inside. He didn't come back to school for a week. When he did, he walked differently. Quieter, hoodie up, head down, no entourage, no shit talking. Nobody followed him anymore. Elijah got a suspension, but most of the teachers acted like their hands were tied. Nobody blamed him. The guidance counselor even pulled him aside and told him, "I know you didn't want that to happen." Marcus never recovered socially. He was still at school, but his power was gone. He faded into the background. By high school, he was just another face in the hall. No one feared him. No one respected him. The guy who once ruled the school had been silenced in one afternoon by someone he thought was beneath him. Instant karma, delivered in full.